you want to take your clay, you want to make sure it doesn't have a flat bottom, slightly rounded so that when you plop it down, you don't make a little air bubble here.
Yeah.
Close to the center, like this. Give it a good pat down. And I know this is a kid's analogy, but it's still worthwhile to say, Tyrannosaurus Rex, keep your arms attached to your body and keep your hands wet.
Okay.
You never want it to feel like peanut butter.
Yeah.
No sticky.
Yeah.
You know, you want it to be wet and fluid.
Okay.
So the first thing you're going to do is keep your arms attached to your body, wet your hands, and you're going to take, I'm using this part of my hand, I'm going right against the wheel head. I'm not starting up here. I'm going right from the bottom because I want all that clay centered.
Yeah.
So up we go. When it does this, just make it flat. Just up, 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 up. I'm sliding and pinching that clay at the same time. I make a little ridge on the bottom so I make sure that I've gotten all that clay. And then the way that I do it is I take my hands like this. I make sure they're connected. This is connected. This is connected to my side. I am completely connected. And the goal is this is like a wall.
Yeah.
And this is pushing down. And that's how you're getting towards the center. It's usually a little bit harder when you get to the base. And of course you can't go past this, can you? So what you're gonna do is just slide your hand like this and have both of your hands pushing into the center. Now that's better, but you can see that there's still some uncenteredness, correct? So we'll give it another one. Down again. Now all those clay particles should be
Smushed together.
yes, and lined up.
Yeah.
I usually take a hand and make a very firm karate chop. Not everybody does this, but I like the idea of knowing exactly how much clay I have to work with instead of having a mound.
Yep.
So it's a bit like a tuna can size. Then hands on the side, thumbs in the middle, again a little water. Push down and make sure you leave yourself about 1/4 of an inch on the bottom. So I don't know where my pin tool went. Here it is. I got it. This is a little bit high, so I'll go down a little bit lower, about 1/4 of an inch. And then when you're pulling out open, there's two things you need to remember. Make sure that you don't go over your base, first of all, when you open up. You know, I'm going to open this up to about here. Okay? You don't want to go over your base.
What do you mean your base?
This.
How wide it is from
Yeah,
when
you
you
don't want
started?
to go over your base because then it's just going to go flop.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And the other thing is you're not doing this like a U. You want two L's facing each other, basically, like this. You want a squared off bottom, a right angle bottom. So I'm not going any further than this. I'm going to take my sponge. This is a marvelous tool. Compress those edges together. Compress that bottom. Get everything nice and tight. So I've coned up and down. I've dropped my hole. I've opened up. I've got everything nicely compressed. And now I'm going to slow down. Up to now I've been going pretty fast. Hands together, either in a lobster claw or like this with your knuckle or with your sponge. It's whatever you, the potter, likes. Slowing my wheel down, pinching and pulling up. Even pressure. And if you're concerned about even pressure, check it before you go pulling again. Check it. Say, okay, is it thicker here? Is it thinner here? Is it thin in the middle? If it's thin there, when you get up to here, go over that.
Should your fingers on each side be like completely parallel to each other?
No, one has to be above the other because this is a 1/4 inch higher. Is that correct? And I want to be right at the bottom on the outside because I want all that clay up.
So which side is higher?
The inside.
The inside. Okay.
So again, I'm going to go slowly, even pull. You want everything to be even, and I would really suggest checking it in between pulls, keeping the compact tight top. See how it's going out?
Yeah.
You want your cylinder before you want anything. Even if I'm making a giant bowl, I want my cylinder, okay? Then you can go out from there. So I'm going to give it one more pull.
So keep pressing it in.
Yeah, I would
At the top.
keep hugging
Yeah.
it in,
Okay. Yeah.
you know.
How do you make it go up instead of,
Out.
how do you squeeze it? Or you
It's like a gentle, let me see your hand. It's like this much pressure.
oh,
You
okay.
feel that?
Yeah.
but it's even all the way up,
Yeah. 'cause-
okay? So, and that just takes time.
Yeah,
You
because
will get there.
it doesn't really. I can't really squeeze it up.
Right,
More than
it takes-
my arms, my fingers length.
Yeah, you will,
Yeah.
you'll get there.
How do you
will.
like? You won't be able to reach the bottom now, right?
I can reach the bottom.
If it gets any higher than that.
Then you just do it like this.
Oh.
Just
Okay.
Put your whole
Or you
hand
have
in.
a tool that goes inside, there's,
Yeah.
things that you have to get.
Yeah.
Now, anyway, so now that I have this cylinder,
Yeah.
right? Again, this is another thing to avoid. I almost did it where, so you go and you kind of move your hands away, that will throw your clay off.
Yeah.
I can take this and I can make a shape with it. I can say, oh, I want this to be a very nice bowl. And I can start pulling it out.
Wow.
Nice and slow, nice and slow.
That's cool.
But starting with your cylinder, you can pull this out pretty far. You know what I mean? If you are you going slow, and if you have already gotten your cylinder and your walls, you want your walls where you want them, pulled up and as thin as you want before you do this. Yeah. So I'm just showing you what you can do. See? I mean, I could just go like this,
Wow.
right?
So cool.
Anyway,